Continuing coverage now in a case that we have followed since 2024. That's when a Grand Traverse County couple was arrested on animal abuse charges. One of those animals, a dog named Mighty Mac, died from his injuries. He was taken care of by Cherryland Humane Society staff who say he touched the lives of all who knew him.
The case against its owners was dismissed in April, but then we noticed they were back in court Monday. Our Ellie Baxter explains how that April dismissal was the best move to get justice.
People need to see that they cannot get away with things like this.
It's impossible to walk through the doors of Cherryland Humane Society without being reminded of their Mighty Mac.
We have not and will not forget about Mighty Mac. This cross-stitch artwork was actually brought in by a member of the community just last week. And behind you there is another painting that somebody donated as well that hosts events for us. We still keep him as our banner on Facebook because we refuse to let go.
A refusal to let go because shelter staff say they've yet to see justice served for the abuse Mighty Mac and other animals suffered.
He was the most extremely neglected dog I've ever seen in the 4.5 years that I've worked here, and despite everything that he had been through, he had nothing but love to give to all of the staff and volunteers here at the shelter. He was just a happy boy.
Despite their best efforts, Mighty Mac wasn't able to recover from the physical impacts of his neglect. Staff knew the most humane thing to do was say goodbye.
Get out there.
That same week, the case against his owners was dismissed.
It feels like the system is kind of betraying you.
So we got to a point where we were up against the trial date, and obviously, you know, with double jeopardy, we get one chance at a trial, and you want to make sure you put your best foot forward when you go through with something like that.
Prosecuting attorney Kyle Atwood previously told us in April he was missing vet records, and the information he had at the time was conflicting.
When you say dismissal, it sounds like, you know, there's a lot of finality to that, and that's sometimes the case, but it's not always the case. And it wasn't the case here. A dismissal sometimes can be a strategic retreat, I guess is a way to put it, to get ourselves time to do that follow-up and make sure we've got everything locked up.
Atwood says that strategic retreat is what led to Mighty Mac's alleged owners Sierra and Zachary appearing back in court Monday.
Obviously, the dogs were in horrific condition, and that was never doubted. And clearly, the defendants did not do what they should have been doing in providing care and treatment for the dogs. The issues for us were where the conditions came from, how they were caused, how they could be treated, what the symptoms would be with or without treatment, that sort of thing. So we were able to get a lot of vet records that we did not have originally.
Atwood says deputies also went out and interviewed more witnesses to confirm when the animals were with Sierra and Zachary.
Like children, these are defenseless creatures that aren't able to advocate for themselves.
It's where Atwood says the advocacy of Cherryland staff comes in.
Kudos to them for their support. I think that plays a big part in moving the ball forward in the case and statewide and advocating for change as well.
In Grand Traverse County, Ellie Baxter, UpNorthLive News.
Now, the alleged owners Zachary and Sierra were arraigned Monday on felony animal cruelty charges. Both are due back in court for a pretrial in December.